over that in a second. You'll see what I'm going to be doing. Next, what I want to do is get my Null Oil, sorry, not my Null Oil, my Reichland Flesh Shade. Remember that one? We use it over the flesh. And I want to use that and go once again over the hair. So it's not looking as bright and vivid and stark as it was. I'm going to put the Ujima flip on it. Oh, what you call it? The ooh heck. Screaming Skull. And next what I want to use is the Qualia Green shade. What's that going on, I hear you ask? And that is going on their lenses. And finally, another wash, and this time the wash is going to be Null Oil. Guess where that's going? Yes indeedy, that one is going all over the guns, just to knock back that silver colour or the bolt gun metal colour. There we go. It knocks it back and ties it all in together and makes it look right. And once it's all dry, I can get my kettle boiled again and dunk this in boiling water just to straighten out the telescope and the muzzle of the rifle here. And apart from the base, she's done. Next we're going to be going over to the Profit and back to the Caribou Crimson, which we used originally. And yet another coat. And so I want to try and make this look as ethereal as we can, so I don't really want any bright, well, any strong colours on them, which is why I'm going with this. There we go. I'm going to get the Reichland Flesh shade out once more to give a wash to his face, because it's not picked out very much detail there, or darkened it enough to actually go ahead highlighting. So I said, just to take it back a little bit more, add that the depth to the shadows and the creases and whatever, I'm going to give it another coat of the Reikland flesh shade. And I'm also going to be using the Nuln Oil on his arms again. So that's that bit done. Nuln Oil once more on the arms. I need to get myself some more Nuln Oil. I'm running out. There we go. And as I said, finally we're going to be using the Reikland flesh shade just to go over his face once more and add a little bit of depth and shadow, so I can start picking out details. And admittedly, it is a fairly flat face. There's not much detail added into this fella, but what detail there is, you want to pick out. And while we're waiting for that to dry, we can make a start on the love child of C3PO and Groot. And for this fella, we're going to be using not Warplock Bronze, we're going to be using Balthazar Gold. And I'm going to give it a shake because it's not been used for a wee while. There we are, Balthazar Gold. It's a deep goldy colour. I'm going to add that to our wet palette. And a spot of watery stuff. And then we're going to go all over. There we are. So give that a few minutes to dry, and I'll come back to it. Now what I want to do first before I do anything else is go over the base of these. So I'm just going to go over with a flat black coat, the same way as I did the Zombicide minis. And once I've done this, The puppet's base coat should be dry, and we can use our wash to give it a to go over it completely with a wash. Yeah. So the reason I haven't done, the reason I'm not doing the profits yet is simply because I don't really need to at the moment, because I want to highlight the profit first of all. So I'm just going to give this fella a wash, and then we can end the video there. I know I actually said I wasn't going to end the video the way I normally do, I'm just going to carry on painting, but it's going to be a case of the editing is going to be a nightmare if I try doing that, so I'm going to try and split it in certain places. So the wash I'm going to use for him is Drakenhof Nightshade. It's that very dark bluey black, and it's just going to make all the creases really dark, as well as knock down the gold colour. It's just going to be a bit different. It may work, then again it may not. We'll find out when it's dried. But for the setting for this game, I think it might work more than adequately. It's going to have a very interesting highlight colour when you actually get around to highlighting. I'm not sure what that would be yet, but time will tell. In fact, you never know, I may not highlight any of this yet. Depends on how it looks when it's done. We'll just give it the wash, allow it to dry, and then see how it looks. There we are. And just the back of the shins. And the heels to do. And there we are. It does look interesting. So we'll see how it looks when it's dried. Is this fella dry yet? Yes, he is. So while he's dry, let's get his highlighting done, shall we? We might as well. And we used the Kisler Flesh for his base tone for the skin. So let us use it again. I need a bit of water in with this because it's not quite as down, which I was hoping it would be. Here we go. You can almost see where the highlights will go with this model. They're a little creases and little indents. Would almost say paint me. Oh yeah. And that is that for the flash top. What I want to do next is just check the, yeah, so I've noticed, looked on the picture and it shows his eyes are glowing with pure white, so I'm just going to go in here with white scar, paint the eyes, and then using a very watered down mix of the white scar, and I've actually put too much water in it because it's not going to show up. This is almost like a wash. We'll go around all the eye sockets with a very white wash as well, while leaving the leaving the eyes pure white. And now going back to the grey that we used on the gun for her weapons, we're just going to add a little touch, but that's actually darker than what I need, so we'll take some of that, take some of the white, make it quite a pale grey, and then just paint certain parts just to pick out highlights. just like so, and the same on the other arm. Tomty 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 too. And there we have the Prophet complete. Didn't take long for them. Only I have forgotten about his hair. I'm going to mix in some of the the Agrex Earth, not the Agrex Earthshade, the Rhinoxide with the grey we've just mixed for his arms to make it a paler brown, and just go over some of the top parts of the hair. Like so. And that is that. I may, in fact there's no may about it, I will just on that little tabard thing on the front, right in the middle of it, with a little Shabti bone and the Deathworld forest, and I mean a little of the Deathworld forest, a lot of water, just paint the middle of this just to lift out. And we'll just carry on with this, adding more and more of the Shabti bone just to make it a little brighter. There we are. And just for the sake of it, now we've done that bit, we'll take the Carroburg Crimson that we used for the main part of it and just give it again here just a once over to show that there's a different shade there. So there we need to do, and right at the back of the neck, just here. I have missed. There we are, and that is all for him. Apart from obviously the black base, and we'll do that now. Once again, Abaddon black, and that is about it for this video. Once this base is done, so next time when we come back we'll be highlighting C3P Groot, and making a start on the Beast and any other or any of the agent characters. Probably make a start off with Cobra, the ninja type chappie, and then Blue Jay, Spider and Orangutan. But we'll say that is it for this video. This has probably been split into two anyway. I'm not a clue, but if it has, then I hope you've enjoyed what we've seen so far. If it hasn't, then I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. So that's the gun, the profits completed, and C3P Groot, or Groot 3PO, or C Groot PO, C3, C3P Groot. That sounds better. C3P Groot is almost done, it just needs highlighting. That has come up really nice. So there's a few areas where it's still not dried yet, so I can't really do that. So it won't be, that one's done, that one's done. It's just that one and this fella that need to do next time. So, as I say, hope you've enjoyed it so far, and until next time, as always, take care, God bless.